From one new mom to another, I was honestly caught off guard by these 5 things. There's just only so many things that people can warn you about or tell you about. Until you're really in it, there are just some things that you don't realize are part of new motherhood, and especially in the newborn phase. So I'm gonna go over those, so maybe a couple of these you can start prepping for, or just mentally prepare yourself if you weren't aware of these. So the first thing is involving breastfeeding. I didn't really understand how much time it would take. So I think I had this vision of like, I don't even know what I thought really, but I just wasn't expecting the frequency. So when they're first born and up until they hit their birth weight, you need to be feeding them every 2 hours, and that is overnight as well. So I think when they told me that, I was like, okay, every 2 hours, that makes sense. But that means if your baby is continuing to sleep overnight, like if they could sleep for 3 or 4 hours, you still need to set an alarm and wake them up at 2 hours. So you're gonna be waking up multiple times every night because they need to gain that weight back. And then continuously, you still are gonna be feeding quite often. I just feed on demand, so I don't have like a set schedule. But when she's hungry, I will feed her, and if she just needs comforting, I'll feed her. Also, cluster feeding, I had no idea what that was beforehand, but then when I was at the hospital and I was like, she seems to not want to stop feeding. Like I'd feed her and immediately she'd want to feed again and again and again. And that could go for 3 or 4 hours or whatever it was, but I was not aware that there would be times where you would really be locked down and they are gonna want to feed, and you're gonna want to make sure to be feeding them because that's what's establishing your milk supply for the next day. So that's them telling your body how much milk to make. So it's a lot of time. It's a big time commitment. It's totally worth it. It's awesome, but I was not aware at all of the actual amount of time that you spend breastfeeding. So on that same vein, I was not aware of the amount of time you would be sitting and kind of having to like just sit on the couch or sit in your rocking chair, whatever it is where you breastfeed, and how much time you would just be there. So the first couple days I was in a haze and I was not feeling great. I was just kind of staring at the wall feeding my baby, and that was not good for me. So I picked a very happy, light, easy TV show to watch that has 11 seasons. It just goes forever and ever, and that really helped me mentally. So I would definitely recommend having something if you're a podcast listener, or if a TV watcher or you love movies, just have something ready to go because you will be sitting there for hours and hours and hours. So just prepare yourself for that. Next thing I knew was a thing, but I didn't realize, again, quantity, was how much they go poop, especially as newborns. My daughter's 8 weeks old now and she still poops a lot. But yeah, at the beginning, I feel like it was about 10 times a day or so. Maybe we've gotten to like 8 or so, but still a lot. Like that's a lot of poopy diapers. So again, I knew they pooped a lot, but I didn't realize actually how much it was. So just something to prepare yourself for. This next one really caught me off guard and kind of scared me at first. I did not realize that most babies go through gas pains. So they have really intense gas pains. They cry. It's kind of inconsolable, are in a ton of pain. And it's actually really sad to witness as a parent, especially a new parent, when you don't really understand what's happening or why it's happening. My daughter would go a couple hours sometimes and just be in agony. And so I ended up getting this liquid, like little medicine called Mylicon. I got it on Amazon, and we would give that to her a couple times a day when the gas pains were seeming really bad. I think it helped a tiny bit, but honestly, their digestive system is so new and still getting established that they're just gonna probably just go through that. I don't know if every baby does, but my daughter definitely did, and I think it's pretty common. So at some points they can like be screaming and that is something I just wasn't aware of. I wasn't prepared for, and it really scared me and made me very, very sad when that started happening. But realizing why it's happening helps, and then doing little stretches with them. There's nothing that I found fixed it except for just time and having their digestive system kind of start to work itself out. I did eliminate dairy, and I actually do think that helped a little bit, or she's just, her digestive system is maturing. So I'm not exactly sure what's helping, but it is getting better. So that's one thing to remember, that everything is temporary. There are some very hard phases, but they do pass. So that's the good thing. The last thing I was not expecting as a new mom was how hard it would be to put your baby down for naps and to sleep at night. So when they're a newborn, I mean, they're gonna be mostly on you, and they do sleep easier when they're very, very newborn. I wanna say the first 2 weeks. They sleep pretty easy. They'll sleep like where you put them. They're tired, they're adjusting to the new world, and they are easier. They're very hard, but they're easier in that sense where they will just fall asleep where you put them, usually. But as soon as, I'm kind of losing track now, but I want to say around 3 weeks, she became extremely hard to put down. And even now, I'm gonna just confess, I don't understand how to put my daughter down for a nap. I just wear her. I wear her in my little carrier and I walk around, and she just sleeps for her 2 hours or, an hour or two in the carrier. And that's how we do all our naps. And then at night, I swaddle her and put her down, but it usually takes a couple tries. So that is just something I was not expecting to be so hard. I was like, oh, you just put your baby down, they'll fall asleep. And that is not at all what happens. You have to do either nursing to sleep or a ton of rocking or whatever works for your baby. But you got to figure out something, because it is not just a set it and forget it thing. It's a process, and it's something you're gonna learn with your own child. So if you are already a parent and have the putting down to nap thing figured out, please let me know in the comments. I would love some advice on this. I'm not gonna be a cry it out person, but anything that can help them adjust from being on me to being in her bassinet or her crib or the little lounger or wherever we can get her to nap. I've tried so far to put like a heater pad down on the mattress so it's warm when I set her down, and doing like a little blanket, and of course like very monitored, but she's really never fallen asleep with just a blanket. I've tried swaddling her during the day. Something about daytime nap, she just won't do it on her own at night. I don't know if she gets so tired that she just goes down, or she finally has got her circadian rhythm kind of figured out and she will fall asleep. But yeah, nights are not as bad anymore, but daytime naps, I don't know. So those are my new mom confessions. So please like this video if you found this helpful, and please leave me some comments if you have some advice for me. My daughter is only 8 weeks old, so I'll continue to be posting content around new parenting and things I'm learning and just the journey overall. So please subscribe if you're on this mom track as well, and I'll see you in the next one.